Okay, we're talking world records. There's so many different records that are out there that everybody's always trying to break. So we're going to take a look at some of these and talk to you about it from the medical perspective. Stay tuned.
All right, go.
Ready?
Good.
Start.
Hey, Doc audience, let's get into it. This first one, this is a guy, he's going to try to break the world record for the most number of candles held in the mouth that are lit for some period of time.
Ready?
Safety?
And eventually gets to 150 candles. Once all the candles are lit, then he's going to hold that in his mouth without getting burned. One thing you can see is that the smoke is coming in to his mouth and his lungs. You can see as he inhales and exhales, the smoke coming out. I'm sure that is unfiltered smoke. It's probably not good for you at all. I mean, smoking in general is terrible for human body, the lungs, and the airway. But I think he breaks the record. It's 50 seconds, or the official record was 30 seconds, because I think there was a couple candles that weren't lit until 30, but he broke the record. So that's pretty full throttle.
I've eaten 32,340 Big Macs in my lifetime.
All right, so this one is the most number of Big Macs eaten in somebody's lifetime. A little bit bizarre. 32,340 is the record. This guy consumed that many Big Macs. When do you get sick of eating something like that? I mean, even if you liked it at the beginning, by the time you get to maybe 10,000, when you think, I don't really like this anymore. I guess nutritionally, the Big Mac's probably not the most healthy thing that you could eat. So that's probably not the best, but I guess, he went for a while, broke the record. I guess it's a record that is out there to be rebroken. We'll see if you can do it. I don't know how you keep track of that, but kudos to him.
Have you ever imagined how long we can hold our breath underwater?
This is a guy that is going for the longest single underwater holding your breath. The record, I don't even know what the record was, but this guy is going to do 24 minutes and 3 seconds. Unbelievable. There's got to be a lot of mental part of this that comes into it. You can see how he's kind of very relaxed in the water and really trying to minimize any requirement for oxygen. And that's basically the good divers that do that for a long time, that they've learned how to control their breathing. But this guy just had one breath. And so 24 minutes, 33 seconds. There's nothing spare about that record. That's incredible. This is bizarro. I mean, this is the guy who's going to see how far he can squirt milk from his eye. Who comes up with all these records? You got to know a little bit about anatomy. So basically what the guy's doing, he's got milk up in his nasal passage. And so your lacrimal duct, which is the duct that drains your tears, down into your nose. So the milk's coming up in his nose and he's shooting it out of his lacrimal duct the wrong way. It usually goes in and into your nose. That's why if you cry, your nose gets kind of sniffly because the tears are draining down into your nose. Well, this is going reverse. So he's increasing the pressure and then squirting the milk out of the lacrimal duct for 9 feet. It would have been cooler if he had shot beer out of his nose, because that would be a bad, really bad bar joke. All right, so this record is the heaviest weight lifted by a beard. So you can see this guy's lifting this woman by his beard. It was 142 pounds or something like that. A human hair is not that strong, but if you put a bunch together, obviously it's pretty strong. So he was able to lift this person. Probably doesn't feel so good. You can imagine what happens when people pull your hair. But then he's got his, there you go. He's got his certificate. So
a man survived an 18-inch drill bit that impaled his skull.
all right, this next record is the largest object removed from somebody's skull. This is a construction worker who is doing a drill with this big, huge drill bit. And apparently he lost his balance and then he was going to throw the drill, but somehow didn't throw the drill far enough. And then when he fell off the ladder, he landed face first on the drill. Not a good day. So the drill went in his eye socket and then came out the back of his head. The thing is, in the story, they say that the drill just missed his brain because it was between his scalp in his skull. We've seen this type of thing. We talked about this in a previous episode, that I saw a patient when I was doing my general surgery and trauma at Parkland Hospital. I had a scissor that went in her ear and out her skull. And so miraculously, people can survive these kind of seemingly heinous and hideous injuries. You completely do not want to just pull them out. Like if you have get impaled by a nail, let's just say one day, or a knife, don't pull it out at home, okay? You need to wait till you get to the hospital. And what we do is we actually go to the operating room and we figure out how to remove it in a controlled environment. If it's piercing, say, a big blood vessel, and you pull it out, you had a finger in the dike and then you take it out. It's not going to be good if you're sitting there eating pork rinds watching a movie. Stay tuned, because there may be a new record soon. But if you like this, check out this full throttle video about popular medical movie scenes.